Hey, happy Thursday. Man, this has been a long time coming. Today is the day. I just came to pick up a lockbox. This property I'm at right now sold in 2000 and, oh my god, what year is it? 2024, 2022 this property sold, I believe. 2 years ago. To a person my seller sold it to. It didn't complete. That person has come back around and bought it again, and today is the day it completes and transfers names and transfers titles back to that, or to the original buyer that was supposed to purchase it back in 2022. My seller's been quite patient with me, which is super appreciated, and great guy. We've worked with him. We've always been there for him and to help him. And man, it's just one of those surreal moments where you're like, whoa, I just went and got my lockbox. Grabbed the key out and grabbed my lockbox off and did a quick walk through the property. Tenants have left. Some stuff in the shed. This is a little development property in Campbell River. I think it's got some serious potential, especially as we hit a market recovery here. Someone's going to do something good with this, I think. I hope they have some plans. And it does have some potential. Just a nostalgic moment for me and a long time coming. Like, waiting two plus years for not just for a paycheck, but for my client to move on with his life and get rid of this rental property that he was wanting to move on from, right? And I'm happy for him, and everything's hopefully going to go good today in completion and transfer names. And yeah, it's just interesting times, right? Things are changing. Been there working with him for 2 years, and finally going to get to move forward and move on with life, and he appreciates it, and he's been good to work with. We've been in communication the whole time, and that's sort of the goal, right? Like, sometimes it takes a while to get paid, but you get paid, and you got to keep in business and keep moving. And 2 years is a long time, when I was back in as a heavy duty mechanic, I got paid every 2 weeks, right? So 2 years is definitely the long game. And I think that relates back to a lot of things real estate related, the long game. 5, 10, 15, 20 years as real estate investments start to transpire and show that progress and the accumulation of wealth through growth of, what you've been hearing a lot about lately is not appreciation, but, oh my God, the government and the stimulus, right? Oh, I can't even think of it right now. Brain fart. But yeah, just like, you can't have things happen instantly. The instant gratification, the get rich quick, those type of things. Like, things take time, right? We get paid every 2 weeks, we go spend it. We get paid every 2 weeks, we go spend it. Sometimes it takes 2 years to get paid. Sometimes it takes 10 years. Sometimes it takes 20 years. And that's a long time, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and we're dead, right? So I think just being real and realizing that you have to be patient sometimes and work through and work with people and help them and get them to that end goal, including ourselves, right? To be able to be successful, whether it's financially or health or anything, right? Yeah, so it's just an interesting moment for me. I'm kind of like baffled. I've had a couple deals like this lately where, I had another listing that was on the market for 2 years. It took 2 years to sell it, and we got it sold. Where this one was on the market and sold fairly fast. I can't remember how long it was in the hot market, but and then it didn't complete, and then it lapsed, and then it went back on the market, and then went off the market and back on the market again, and then we were actually able to get the original buyer to come back and buy it. And it's just been a very, very interesting and unique situation without getting into details and disclosing any information. But it's working with that client and trying to help them and being, help them move on with their life and their goals and succeed. And it takes time, and they've been patient with me, and they haven't fired me, right? Like, I'm going to get paid finally, which obviously, to put food on my family's table, I have to get paid, the end result. I'm not in business. I need to make money, but I'm here to work with my clients. And it's taken 2 years to be able to feed my family from this client. And, he knows that, and he appreciates that. And I respect him for that, and not just giving up on me or being mad at me or frustrated with me, and being able to be there for me, and me being able to be there for him and not get frustrated, not give up, not go, F you, I'm out of here, I don't want to deal with you, you haven't paid me, or I haven't earned any money off you, you're no good, like, type of thing, right? We have to give that up sometimes, that instant gratification, and know that if we can continue to help that person and be there for that person and be there for the long haul, right? Like, that's almost like a relationship or a marriage, you know. You gotta be willing to help, and the people that can help each other move forward in life and be there and try to work together, I think goes a long way. You know, the backstabbers and the people that are, you know, unsure and uncertain and try to you know, do shady things. I don't think that gets you anywhere. It's all about trust and relationship and building that and bringing it back around and trying to help people. And we're all here to succeed and grow together, and you know, from the big to the small, right? Like, I never say no to anything. You know, the first listing I ever got in real estate ever in my life, I just mentioned to a realtor the other day. I was like, this was my commission rate. I've learned this from this company where I was trained and coached, and this advice I got in the beginning. This is how I obtained this first listing, and that first listing was this trailer on land that I got through a walk-in through this, and it turned into all these other deals and these relationships with these clients that moved me forward. And to this day, I wouldn't say no to the you know, yeah, I'd love to go list a beautiful $1 billion island in the Maldives, or you know, or you know, a whole island even around here, or something that's worth all this money and sell it for millions or billions of dollars. But I would never say no to the little small place, the trailer, the mobile home, the small family that's trying to move up in the market and just gain access and move, right? You gotta try not to be like, not prejudiced, but like, you know, work with everyone. And maybe like you get to a point where, okay, I can't do that, I can't serve you for that, but here, I can refer you to an agent that's coming up under me or helping me or working with me that I can have help you if I'm don't have time to do a trailer anymore. But I don't think I would ever do that, not at this stage of my life. I'm still an agent. My wife's trying to get licensed and stuff, and she would help with that maybe, or like you have other agents under you that work for you, you can refer out and stuff. But yeah, it's all about just working together, and I think building that team and always helping people and moving forward. And all that stuff, yeah. So I don't know, a little bit heartfelt here. I just, you know, it's like, it's kind of crazy. It's like, I actually, to be honest, I've never actually met this client in person, and he lives in Courtenay. And it was always like, oh yeah, hey Robert, let's do this, and I'll take you on my boat, or let's meet for coffee or dinner. Just never aligned. But we've had a lot of conversations together. We've had a lot of talks. We've had a lot of emails, and it's actually it's strange. I've never actually physically met the person. Never shook his hand. Right handshake. Never actually shook the fellow's hand. And through COVID and all that stuff, some of that was lost, right? But I still think personal connection and communication and that touch, that accepting someone, seeing their face, their expressions, or my ugly beard, but I got a haircut the other day. You know, I think that does mean something, and that's why video becomes helpful. And I do want to meet this seller of mine that I've never met in person. I did a pie drop when I dropped off pies to my clients, and I was like, I don't have your address. What's your address in Courtenay? Where are you? Like, and he happened to be away anyways, and it didn't work. And he's like, oh, I love apple pies, and we didn't give him pie. I was driving around personally. I went to all my clients in Comox Valley, dropping pies off, Campbell River, all over, right? Like, I didn't go to Hornby, where I'm from, but I dropped pies off to my mom, unfortunately. I should have, but unfortunately, time management didn't allow for me to go take my mom an apple pie. But with that said, some of those apples that were in that apple pie, actually, most of the pies, I think we ran out of apples at the end, were from my mom. They were my mom's apples from her garden. So that I think is important too. Anyways, hope everyone's having a good week, and Merry Christmas, and just my little rant and appreciation of clients, and for before the holidays. And I hope everyone's doing well. Lots of work to do moving forward, and can take some downtime and hopefully spend some time with family on Hornby over the holidays. And yeah, hope you guys are all doing well. If you ever need anything, have any questions, reach out. I'm always here to help and serve with people that want to work together and chat and answer questions and are willing to put the work in back, right? I can only help you as much as you can help yourself, and that's the way the world works. I think you only help yourself if you can only help you if you can help yourself. Bye. Merry Christmas.